morning, Mike from Fulcrum. Welcome to 2024. Cyrus Muttley and I are hiking along through Bell Creek. Whole different thing from last year at this time. Last year at this time, this was all frozen. Our local bay would have had 8 inches of ice, and I'd be out on my bike cruising around on that. But today we're walking through the woods here. Bright, beautiful, sunshiny day after a full week and a half of very dismal, damp, rainy weather. Reminds me of Shakespeare, that line, "Now is the winter of our discontent turned glorious summer for the sons of York." Another section here is an old rail line used to go to the local cement plant. Put in sometime, I believe, in the 1920s, now long abandoned, but trips right through the local woods, both directions. This one ends in a subdivision on the far end. This other end into acres of open fields that at some point will probably be another subdivision. So an old rail line going from nowhere to nowhere. But that's the only constant thing in this life is change. Everything changes. This area's been like this pretty much the last 40 years or so. The bush gradually growing up into what used to be open pasture land, and back in through there an old sugar bush. We're going to take a stroll up here through the end where it goes into a bit of marshland. Very pretty open space. It hasn't yet been taken over by the brush, cedars and buckthorn and other trees that take over swampy areas. Cyrus Muttley loves it back here. All kinds of new smells. A lot of people bring their dogs back here. So of course, lots of stuff to sniff. There's rabbit back here, coyotes. Some people even claim they've seen deer back here, but I've seen no trace of them the time I've been back through here. Change is always affecting our lives. I guess the whole secret is to learn how to flow with it. In the case of the weather, well, you say we have climate change. My length of time on this mud ball we call home, it's always been changing. I can remember Christmases that were green. I remember Christmases that had snow so high that no one went anywhere for 2 weeks. Just the nature of the beast. Set to flow with it. Normally at this time of year I'd be out skiing, or I'd be out by mountain bike down the trails that are packed down, not too icy. But right now I'm going to enjoy this the way it is. No snow, chilly, bright sunshine. The air is lovely and crisp. I'm going to embrace this day. Change is always coming. How you survive it is up to you. Oh, you can see the trail beginning to open up a bit, getting in towards the marsh. And in certain weather you can actually cross the creek and go way down the other side. But I would imagine it's probably open water right now. Now we're getting into the marshlands now. This area typically floods in the spring, and this trail here, you have to come in with your wellies on to keep your feet dry. There's beaver back in here. Occasionally even trout when the water's a little higher. Although I've never done any fishing back in through here. The water level here is really only about a foot below the trail itself, which was the old rail bed, which of course is degraded over time. Probably used to be 3 or 4 feet above this. Yeah, this section of marsh stretches right through here. And all open water there. There used to be a train trestle up here, but it's long gone now. It looks like we come to the end of the trail here. I don't have my my rubber boots on, and I certainly don't want Muttley here to be covered in mud and getting back in the car. But a lovely spot for a walk on a cold, crisp day. First day of 2024. If it wasn't for the sound of the occasional train, as you can hear in the background, on a early morning, this time of the year, it'd be so quiet back here, you swear you're way back up north somewhere. But the buzz of the city is always in the background. Funny how you miss the sun when you don't have it for a week or so. It's like we crave it. Another important thing to remember this time of the year is get your vitamin D. A lot of people have a seasonal adjustment disorder because of a low level of vitamin D. Most North Americans have it this time of the year. That's why they get that depressed state from November right through to into February. So if you can't get out in the sun to get it that way, get to your local vitamin store, health store, pick up some vitamin D3 to work your wonders. What are you doing? You wait for me. Be in such a hurry. Come on, get back here. Too much to see and smell. I think somebody's coming up the other end of the trail. I love this spot back in here. Pretty much right in the center of Bell Creek. Like little islands surrounded by bulrushes and creek on all sides. Down here among the old cedar. Dead quiet. You can hear the creek burbling here. It's these quiet spaces where I think we tend to think our deepest thoughts, memories and what have you. No distractions. Just slight breeze, burble of the creek. Doesn't get much better than that. Cyrus Muttley is tugging mightily. He's picked up a scent of something. So, we're going to head home, have a hot chocolate, grab some lunch, and plan what we're going to do the rest of our day. Got another whole year to fill up. Mike from the Fulcrum. Talk at you later.